Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our gold and silver miners update. So over to the charts. As always, we'll start with the price of gold and silver first. So a couple of things of note here. You can see we broke down through that level and we had that horizontal support level drawn in from these highs, from basically these highs and lows here, these levels. So we identified that level, which seems to be where we have bounced off quite nicely, with a quite nice reversal candle here on the 4 hour, and now we're pushing back above that line we broke down from. So, and that is obviously, if you can see along, this is another important support level. So I believe regaining this levels, level is a good sign for a potential bull strength back in gold. We also have this 12 hour 9 forming with a nice sort of doji reversal candle. So I think basically if we hold above here, I think the pretty obvious buy level will be once we break above this sort of we'll call it a 1705 level. So we'll draw a line on here. It corresponds to this sort of these levels over here. So let's say 1704 then. I think basically breaking above there, gold should be able to just regain its footing again, start to make a move upwards. Failing that level and then this level here, if we don't get it back above here, this will look good for more continuation down, at which point I would expect us to lose this support level, and then probably on the daily be looking at a return to the 200 period on the daily. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So yeah, kind of make or break for gold a bit here. It has been pretty weak. We're gonna have to start making some highs again. Initially above this level here would be great as well to basically signal a pretty much a reverse of this downtrend. Well, not necessarily a reverse of this downtrend will clearly be above this level here, but just to show that we're gonna at least have a go at getting further up here. So yeah, that's what we're looking at with gold. Silver we can see not looking so bad either. We had our level here. We need to break back above, breaking back above this level here. I think could get us basically back up towards those highs, and then obviously through those highs if we break them. Yeah, based off this 9 candle we've got going here. So this is not looking too bad yet. Obviously we can kind of draw a trend line coming across here now, that may become more significant going forwards. So yeah, we'll keep this trend line on here and see if see if it is of any relevance going forwards. But yeah, see if we even come back and test it again before bouncing up and form a sort of what looks like an inverse head and shoulders. Maybe that will propel us higher. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at in silver. Failing that, if we lose this sort of level and this sort of range here, I would definitely look for, I think we spoke about, didn't we, a move at least to this 200 day, which is it's basically around just under $17. Although I would be conscious of the fact that may then start to make us look like an inverted head and shoulder on a higher time frame. So that definitely isn't the preferred option if we are bullish of this asset. I mean, ideally we want to break above here, and then a clear break above there for the rest of the move into to the moon. So that's what we're looking at. I'm guessing the gold silver ratio is looking weaker today. Yep. A correct guess. So yeah, it's looking weaker here. Potentially going to come down, test the bottom, and then break through. This is what I expect may happen if we do get a rally in the precious metals. Obviously, I do know previous rallies have been predicated on gold being the main driver, which is obviously great. Not great for silver, but it was great for gold. But I do think gold is starting to come into its own. A bit. Sorry, silver's starting to come into its own now. This clearly shown by this ratio coming down. Obviously, the previous weakness in comparison to gold clearly shown by this price going up. Topped on a nice 9 on the daily, and yeah, so now it looks like we're gonna make a move down. Potentially that was the blow off top of what was. I think if we just get a longer term time frame, a blow off top of what we can see is a pretty much bullish move. So yeah, if we get back below, I think if we get back below this level here, then around this 80 level, we could really see some acceleration to the downside. Obviously this is not going to happen overnight, and this is clearly a weekly chart, so just obviously understand that fact. But yeah, I'm looking at some point for silver to start making some progress to the downside. Quick look at the 10-year. 10 years coming off a little bit today. Not that you can see it on this chart. You can see it on this 4-hour. 10-year obviously has been going a bit nuts, which is not good for gold. Not ideal for gold. So the dollar though has been weakening, which is good for gold. So I think these two opposing forces are playing on the gold price. So I think if this does start to come down and the dollar starts to either stay where it is, then we could see a big move up. If we see this stay here, and yeah, I mean, if the dollar starts to go up, I mean, I think that could cause a bit of a move down in gold. So it is in a bit of a difficult place with what's going on. It is in a difficult place. Obviously, with stocks going absolutely mental, it's not like people really want to be rushing into gold or gold mining stocks. But right, so that being said, let's have a look at the gold mining stocks. So we've got a nice 4-hour 9 here. So a nice 4-hour 9 where we could potentially break back above. This is in the GDX. What we could potentially break back above. We look like we are reversing this and get back above this level here. I mean, I'll probably move this down now, down to about here. We don't need this one anymore now. This one's done. Getting back above here, I think we could definitely see some movement onwards and upwards to obviously it would be early days, you know, literally at that exact point. Oh, let's get off this. But what I'm saying is, yeah, this could start to make us move back up. What we have got looking like here is sort of a failed head and shoulders, sort of a fake out to the bottom, got nowhere near its projected target, and if we get back above, that could trigger all sorts of short covering. So I would expect that to yeah, precipitate a pretty vicious move to the upside. But though we can't obviously we have to acknowledge the fact that it could just be a retest of the neckline before coming down, and that is perfectly normal. So we'll have to see how that works, see if we basically do just retest it and reject from it, or whether we do break above it. It is currently looking as a reversal candle on the 4-hour here, but it is a 9, so I would give it the benefit of the doubt that it is going to break above here, but clearly no trades to be had until we break above. But yeah, I think I'm basically breaking above 33, so let's say about, just to be on the safe side, this level, say $34, buying $34 for a move up to, well, just initially targeting recent highs, I think would be a pretty nice looking trade idea. So I may publish that idea. GDXJ, GDXJ is still sort of stuck within its range. You can see we've got the 9 coming up as well, coming up in the next candle. So maybe we are just going to get a bit of reversal. Maybe this trend line is going to start to get held in a fashion, not really held, but just reclaimed. Yeah, this is looking not so not like we're going to break through anytime soon, but yeah, just a break above, basically above here. Again, I think we'll see us get some more upside. I'm not going to go through all of these again right now, but that will do for now once I get rid of this arrow. Right, so this one again, yeah, so we've got a lot of 4-hour 9s here. Sorry, let me just have a look on some other time frame 9s. I don't believe I did that, did I? Yeah, no other time frames have much interesting, but the 4 hours are my favorites for these anyway, for like actionable trades, necessarily, rather than waiting for dailies. So yeah, again we've got a 9 here, a 9 here, so this was a potential push into the 200 here, but we don't seem to, yeah, I mean, we could very easily get supported here and turn around. I guess it ultimately is going to happen what happens to the gold and silver price, because we are in a zone here. This is pretty much an important horizontal. So I believe that's why I would have this arrow drawn if we basically come down to the 200-day potentially as a target. But if we hold it and get back above, then yeah, I mean, you'd expect us to break through here and keep going. So the spot juniors looking good as well. These are looking stronger. These are looking the most like the one you'd want to buy now. Not financial advice. Buy now for a breakout basically above that. Yeah, I mean, these look good. These do. Yeah, yeah, looking good. I think we can't really do much analysis on those candles. Yeah, again, we've got a 9 here. Again, looking like we're not going to make this 200. I mean, it's the easiest trade for this one, and for lots of these, is just once we take out the high, just buy. Take out the high and then just buy. That is the obvious trade. There are obviously going to be a lot of liquidity, a lot of stops above there, a lot of people that are just waiting, like I'm literally saying to you, what I think is the most obvious buy is just waiting for us to get back over. So people that still think that's that exact same thing. So yeah, potential. We're just in a bit of a range at the moment. Play this out, see which way we break, but obviously break upwards, it will be looking good. Silver miners ETF, this is looking a bit weaker, but again we're on a 9 as well. We dropped out of the we have dropped out of the trend of the, we have dropped that trend line. So I mean, you would realistically be looking for a move down. Obviously these are all going to move roughly in the same direction, so it's obviously some will be weaker than stronger than others, but yeah, this one has lost its trend line, is looking weaker, which is why like I said, this would be one I'd rather buy, because this one hasn't lost its trend line and is looking better. So yeah, right, moving on to Spot Inc. Not sure why I've got this on. Wheat and precious metals. Yeah, we sort of lost that trend line. We've lost this line now. This is looking quite weak. Maybe the royalty and streamers are going to look a bit weaker. These are ultimately maybe a really good buying opportunity. Not much to look at on the daily. I'm guessing we're going to have a 4-hour 9 because we've got them everywhere. Yeah, 4-hour 9 here. So yeah, potential move up. We can drop this down a bit now as a potential buy. We saw, well, actually that was the sell level, so I really shouldn't have moved that, but yeah, it's a potential buy above this 9, and we'll just pop this arrow down here. Yeah, but failing that, failing that, the 200 on the daily, which I'm guessing is around about here, would be a sensible target. But if we gain that level, if we regain that level, then onwards and upwards. Franco-Nevada. Yeah, great 9 here. This was obviously this. When did we draw this line, and why was this identified as a level? Yeah, so there we go. It was off this 4-hour 9. So we've now got a 4-hour 9 and a daily 9. So this is pretty powerful setup. This is. We look like we've come down and tried to sort of test this horizontal. This is looking good to me. This is looking like a good TD setup. The chart obviously isn't the most fantastic looking chart, but as a TD setup, it's looking pretty. It is looking pretty convincing. Yeah, obviously not financial advice, and yeah, you would expect this to take out the high and onwards and upwards if we regain this. So yeah, definitely, this is definitely an interesting opportunity here as well. World Gold, I'm guessing this is going to be a 9 on the 4-hour. See, again, it's like you can pick your battles. I would not necessarily pick this 9 over the Franco-Nevada, although it does look like it's come down weaker, but it has got to a daily 9. It has got nearly, sorry, Franco-Nevada on the daily. It has got a daily 9. Yeah, and it just looks like it's just got more TD potential. Right, let's have a look at, yeah, still stuck in the range here. Let's make those a bit smaller whilst we are here. We'll gradually clean our charts on. I don't know what I was thinking drawing these massive lines on. Sandstorm, gold, yeah, literally just not really moved. Let's have a look at Goldfield Corp. Had a bit of a retracement here, as we can see. Has this occurred on anything in particular? Not other than a retest of the high. I'm not a fan of double tops anyway, so just following this, just watching this follow up the 21 period on the daily. This could be a potential buy here. I don't think we're going to have anything TD wise on this time frame. No. Right, so one last one. We'll have a look at Silvercrest. Silvercrest, this is what we expect here, just to bounce off this zone, and then back to the top, if we're not going to break below it. But I would not guess we're going to break below, just because generally I'm bullish on precious metals. So just read into that what you will. But yeah, potential price target here of about $12. So I might look into some option plays on this, because this is looking pretty convincing. But yeah, so that's about it, guys, for today. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon.